It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Dylan Bundy, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Boy, Dylan Bundy's come a long way. It wasn't that long ago where he went to camp and he had to make the team coming out of spring training. Former first-round draft pick out of high school from Oklahoma, 94 to 95 miles an hour. Good overhand 12-6 curveball and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He's turned himself into one of the league's premier pitchers.
.65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. The 1-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Matt Duffy waits on deck. .3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike three. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch Kevin Kiermaier. I was talking about him earlier with some people, and I kept telling them he's got some really good speed. If you watch him in this game, he's the type of guy, he's not going to shock you with his speed, but he can make an impact with his legs. We'll see if he gets that chance.
Stepping into the box, Matt Duffy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
A full count to the Rays center fielder. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Chris Archer is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Tim Beckham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Here's Manny Machado now, head-to-head against Chris Archer. He's got 12 hits in 43 tries. He also has 1 home run. 1 out, nobody on. And fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches. Not throw a single ball and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
In now, Jonathan Schoop. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We are still scoreless. Here's Carlos Gomez. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's take a look at Jonathan Schoop. Another one of the versatile new regime ball players. Ability to play second base, turn to double play at 6'2", 200+ pounds, and move over to third base with a rocket arm.
Ready now, Brad Miller. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's gone 2 for 8. He's taken him deep once. The 3-1. Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball 4.
Batting sixth, the catcher, number 40.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see 1 flamethrower and 1 guy that throws below the speed limit.
Here's C.J. Cron now. The 1-2. And this is fouled at the plate. Miller, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit hard on the ground at third. He's got it. They'll go to Schoop at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. We'll see Adam Jones when we come back. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Head-to-head against Chris Archer. He has an even 10 hits in 40 tries. He also has 1 home run. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Batting fifth, left fielder,
Into the box, Trey Mancini. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate, and if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
Striding forward now is the DH, Mark Trumbo. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. The 1-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 7. Third baseman.
Here's Chris Davis now. Head-to-head against Chris Archer. He has 7 hits in 28 tries. He's also hit 3 home runs. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Orioles leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. There's the Inner Harbor in downtown here in Baltimore. Charm City, as it's nicknamed, as the 3rd inning is set to get underway now. Here's Echeverria now. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Softly hit out to short, and 1 gone.
Batting 9th. Left fielder. Malik Smith.
Up next for the Rays, Malik Smith, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. One and two, here it comes. Pitch is popped up. Cisco has a play. 2 gone. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Denard Span was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. That one drilled him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
The 1-2. Line to the right side. But a foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Into the box now, Austin Hayes. In for strike 2. Sliders in for a strike. And he's safe at first, so he's aboard on the drop third strike. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. So coming to the plate, Tim Beckham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Striding in once again, Manny Machado. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Now the payoff pitch home. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone, so you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury 1 for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn 1 pitch into an ending double play.
Now a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate, and that'll go down as a very important out number 2.
The center fielder, number 10, Adam Jones.
So our situation has the bases loaded, 2 men out, and standing in the fine center fielder, Adam Jones. Here's Archer on 1-2, and that's going to be high 2-2 now.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
A full count now for the Orioles center fielder. Trey Mancini would be next. Challenge pitch coming. Here it is. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Matt Duffy as we begin the top of the 4th. The 1-1 home. His fastball that misses. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Hayes. 1 out.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Digging in to try it again, Kevin Kiermaier comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. And Jones will handle this one for route number 2.
The right fielder, number 8, Carlos Gomez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Machado is up with it, throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Now at the plate, Trey Mancini. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A solo shot here to left. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Stepping in now, Mark Trumbo. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Here's Chris Davis now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Davis waits on the 1-1. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Smith will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, catcher, Cisco.
At the plate, Chance Cisco. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chance Cisco. Takes off inside and it gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Wow, I'm not sure what they were afraid of in this at bat. The count moved to 3-2, and they didn't even challenge him there. I can understand being careful with some hitters, but not that guy. He'll happily take the walk.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-1 home will not catch the zone, ball 3.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Trumbo on second. Cisco is over at first with 1 away. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tim Beckham. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Archer comes set. Here's the 1-1. This is line to left. Smith is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So striding in, Brad Miller. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 2-1. Fouled off. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking.
Into the box, Wilson Ramos. Hit hard down the right field line. But that's a foul ball. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Up with it, Cisco. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
First baseman number
Coming to the plate now, C.J. Cron.
Cron.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
1-2, here it comes. A swing by Cron, and it's hammered out to left field. Gone! So a solo shot down the line in left as they take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, that's one way of taking control of a game. Second dinger of the inning. They've got the lead, and now everyone wants to get a bat and take some cuts.
In now, Adeiny Echeverria. Outside, 2-1. Still only one out in the inning. Three and one. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. Full count still. A payoff pitch one more time. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Taken in by Machado. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Malik Smith.
Malik Smith the next to hit. He popped out in his first trip. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. Tampa Bay leads this one 2-1. Ready once again, Manny Machado. It was a walk in his last trip. This one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Into the box now, Jonathan Schoop. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. On deck, the dangerous Adam Jones. The 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. That shot on the ground is short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Left center fielder number 10, Adam Jones.
So 2 are gone now in the Baltimore 5th, and standing in the fine center fielder Adam Jones. Baltimore down to their final strike. And he misses again, ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather be standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Kiermaier is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Tampa Bay Rays used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Chris Archer takes home the win. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Rays, 2 runs on just 2 hits.